All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom and salute to the hopefully elect. So this video is about Dr. Martin Luther King. I was doing some research, searching the web, listening to brothers' videos, and I came across a clip. I sent it to brothers, about this Edomite, right? Because a lot of Edomites, when they get in their old age, they confessing to what they did to Jake in the past and what they still doing to Jake. It's a lot of things that is not brought to the public that these Edomites straight torturing Jake. We're not. It's not broadcast on the evilness and the brutalness of these damn wicked Edomites doing to Jake, man. I mean, from all levels of society. So when I'm gonna play the clip, right, and it makes sense because these Edomites rule the world right now. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So we pretty much in their hands. And when we were in hardcore slavery, they tortured us, butchered us, and they still doing it to this day. But it's at certain levels, like if you go, like a lot of if they want you dead, they got the power to do it. Now we all know that they can't do but so much because the law controls everything, but we will get our lick back. All right. And that's what these devils don't understand. They're in power right now. Right. But they did so many out of this world. I can't even put it in words to Jake, to where you couldn't even put it. You can't even, it's so wicked. And I'm trying to find a word for it, but you can't. Evil, sinister, right? So these devils going to pay, and I don't think they going to pay their tab, but they will pay that tab, So Dr. Martin Luther King, even though he was a sellout, he pretty much, and Jake, what's that scripture? They got a zeal, but not a knowledge. Deep down, he probably wanted the best for our people, And I'm not going to say it like because back then, you had them spirits back then, man. In that generation, you had to be tough back then, man. I was just talking to the brother about my father, like, you had to, like, hey, Pops knew, like, 10 skills. I mean, the more and more we go into society, the more and more they dumbing down society. I mean, Pops, I'm going over a little bit of accolades. Pops had knew how to build computers, electrician, fix cars, the whole nine, everything, But they don't teach you, Jakes, like that. They try to hide. They try to keep you out of those industries, I remember I was trying to get a job in the early 2000s. They were trying to hold Jake back in the early 2000s going into that electrical field, because they don't want you to have any sort of power at all. They want you on a corner. They want you dumbed out. They want you selling drugs. They want you they want you raised by your single mother, killing each other, You know why? Because when they in power, when we down, it benefits them. You see what I'm saying? So it's a battle. It's a warfare. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video because that's why I pulled this picture up, because Dr. Martin Luther King, he wasn't no different than, these modern day rappers and these Jakes that's in a position. You want the best, but Hey, the scripture say, the Lord said, I gave them up to vile affections. The Lord gave this brother up. Now, in the kingdom, he'll be all right. Of course, he going, nobody did and all that, but he's still an Israelite. All right. He's still an Israelite, you know, and Esau going to pay for everything that they did to our people. And I believe this clip that I'm about to play, because not only did they do that to him, they do that to these jakes out here. This happened plenty of times while they in power. I mean, of course, if you're in power, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And if you control the judges and all that, who gonna prosecute you? Especially the 1940 fakers. So let's go ahead. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring out the scriptures, and that'll be that. All right, here's the clip, brothers. And I believe him, because a lot of these devils, they on their deathbed, and they know, and the spirit, they know some of them know they're gonna have to pay, because they hear that, they feel that guilt in their heart, you know. But these devils, they supposed to do what devils do. So let's go.
He says he was suffocated by a doctor in the emergency room.
Now, did the shot actually kill him? And if not, how did he die?
The shot did not kill him. We all believed that Martin King was killed by that shot by Strausser. He was still alive when he was taken to the hospital. He was being worked on in the emergency room of the hospital. And I think the emergency staff were trying to do their best to keep him alive. And he was still breathing and alive. When the head of neurosurgery of the hospital, Dr. Breen Bland, came in to the emergency room with two other men in suits. And he said to the people in the emergency room, "Stop working on that nigger and let him die."
You hear that? But that ain't hate. But when we put these videos out, they'll shadow ban us, and they'll take our videos down because of hate speech. So-called hate. That ain't hate. You motherfuckers gonna pay, man.
And then he said, after a pause, "Now get out of here, all of you. Leave this room. Get out." And he emptied the room. And as he was emptying the room, a surgical nurse was the last one out. And she heard them do this, like picking up water in their mouths. And that caught her attention, and she turned and she saw them spit on the body of Dr. King, the three men. Then she saw Dr. Bland, take a pillow and put it over his face and suffocate him. And that's how Martin King was killed. Now you say, "Oh, you only had one witness. You had this black surgical nurse." She went home the next morning, gathered her...
A black surgical... So a black woman witnessed this as well. And of course, you know, they don't have any power in this society, but they use the pawn. They use that black woman as a pawn. But she was sincerely trying to, because she said she was a surgical nurse, so she was probably trying to save him, but she witnessed this. You see? She witnessed this.
Family around her in their home, and said to them, "I don't know why they had to kill him." And she repeated this story. And it was one of her sons who, under oath and under video deposition, told us all this story about how it happened. She saw it happened. And everyone in the room of that video deposition believed him. He was blind, and he was a diabetic victim. He had no reason to lie. He was very moving in the way he spoke. and he told us the truth. One could say, well, you still only had one witness. You know, good journalists, for something as horrific as this, need two witnesses to confirm it. Well, we had another witness. Again, the son of the head of the Dixie Mafia leader told us that his father died, by the way, and the elder brother took over the assassination responsibility. So the elder brother and he were sitting in a meeting with Dr. Bland. Dr. Bland was their family doctor. They were sitting in a meeting with Dr. Bland, and Bland said to the son, Russell Jr., if the bullet doesn't kill him, make sure they take him to St. Joseph's Hospital, and we'll make sure that he doesn't leave there. Now, the son heard this at the time. The boy heard this, and he was not a young kid. He was about 15, 16 at that time, and he heard that. And this was a 2-day, multi-hour deposition that I did of him that brought out a lot of these facts that we otherwise never would have known. And he today is in a hospice, I believe, dying of cancer. But he wanted to get this truth out off his chest and out of his mind, the involvement of his family in this case.
See, and that goes into the scriptures too, because a lot of these devils, I just said it, they had that guilt, you know, and a lot of them on their deathbeds telling you what they did in the past, these devilish acts, you know, and he just confirmed it. So let's get the scriptures. Let's get the scriptures. All right, the first scripture that I got is Jeremiah 49:10. And it says, but I have made Esau, who is Esau? The so-called white man, the ones you will call, they're Edomites, you know, which you would call them white, you know. Some of our people look white, you know. It's about a lineage. Okay, I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. The Illuminati, you know, the Rosicrucians, you know, the top elite, you know, because they don't deal with the lower class whites, so-called whites. And a lot of these lower class whites, some of them are Jake, you know, but for the most part, we talking about this Edomite, all right, these ones is calling us shot callers, all right, because we got shot callers in the hood and all that. They got the same thing going on, but it's on a government level, to where as though they look like they doing the right thing, but you guys in the hood, they criminalize you, but they doing the most worst acts. It says, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not. So his seed is spoiled, meaning that whenever they have children and prolong that these Edomites, they're gonna come out rotten, you know. You can't make an Edomite good, you know. I don't know where you other camps talking about, man, trying to save this damn devil. All right. Got a couple more, and we're going to call it. Jeremiah 33. I'll go to, let me see. It was 33:3. It says, call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew you great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. So we call on the Lord. When we go to camp, we throw that prayer up to the Lord, and the Lord put his spirit on us to bring out this truth, you know, as well as when we doing these videos, you know, because we calling this devil out. You guys in the manosphere and all that, y'all calling out the black woman, yeah, that's all good and all that, but it's somebody behind that. You see, she's just a pawn, and y'all don't realize, hey, y'all just we go at everybody. We get down to the nitty gritty. We get to the source. And a lot of you guys don't want to call out the so-called white man because that'll mess your money up. All right. So a lot of y'all ain't sincere about it. Y'all just in it for the money. A lot of you Israelite camps just in it for the money. You don't want no change. This is Luke 8. And I'll go to 17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. So everything is being manifest now. You see this video, this guy coming out. The whole time we thought the shot killed him. But, you know, these devils, they had, this is crazy. But hey, it's of the Lord, you know, it's of the Lord. This devil gonna be the fucking devil. All right. It says, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So all this madness is coming to the forefront, and a lot of these devils are on a deathbed, and the Lord is putting the spirit on them to tell it. All right. So a lot of truth going to come out, you know, in these later days, you know. So we're going to hear a lot, you know, a lot of weird, crazy things. And a lot of these devils be getting away with a lot of stuff, but it's coming to an end. So, Lord, when this is edifying, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekar Gadash. Till again, Shalom.